Ben Schwartz.
And I'm Candace Bailey. Yay!
Listen, I hear we've got an actual iPhone 5 in today.
We do, and I hear you're going to be talking to Matt Meyer about it in GadgetPron.
Mm-hmm, that's true, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You look very good. Your voice sounds a little bit rispy.
Raspy? A little raspy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's my sexy voice.
I'm going to abuse this. You kind of sound like a baby, like a sexy baby.
I said it's my sexy voice, and you say I sound like a sexy baby?
Yeah, you sound like a sexy cartoon baby. Can you say some things for me? Like, you know those babies that used to have old cigars and go all the time?
Oh, okay, okay.
Can you say some things for me?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to say things that aren't sexy, but I want you to say them and make them sexy.
Okay.
Can you say, all the prune juice is gone, I have to go to the bathroom?
All the prune juice is gone. I have to go to the bathroom.
Whoa! Do you want another one?
Do another one. Let's do it.
I know these library books are overdue, and I apologize. I'm 106 years old.
You've got to make it so long.
Yeah. And then that's only the first third of it. No, nail that out of the park.
I know these library books are overdue, and I apologize. I'm 106 years old.
Whoa! More impressively, you memorized that entire thing.
I got a brain.
That was unbelievable. Thank you. A little tiny baby saying that?
One more.
You want one more?
Yeah, one
okay,
more.
Absolutely. I can't possibly do any more.
I'm going to do it in my sexy, though.
Oh, be as
like,
sexy as possible.
This is just my sexy voice. Now I'm going to be sexy.
Okay. Pretend that someone more attractive comes up to you than me.
No,
and comes
you're
up.
so attractive.
Okay, all right, fine. You can be nice to me because we're on live television. All right, ready? So I want. This is real. This is real, and I want you to say whatever I say to you back to me.
Right.
Okay? Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
I can't eat any more carrot juice because my body feels like terrible.
I can't eat any more carrot juice because my body feels terrible.
Oh my God!
It's all right. I smell like lemon and honey.
No,
and whatever.
I feel like I'm attracted to a cartoon baby. That was enormously.
I'm picturing him the whole time. He's picturing a cartoon baby.
Goodness, that was great.
All right. You want to run down the top things on the web?
Let's do it. Let's do it. We are going around the net. Everybody's excited. Good.
Yeah, they're always excited.
I know.
It's awesome.
Good.
Now, while I was out sick, I had plenty of time to scour the internet. So, why are you laughing? First up, we get to see what happens when The Empire Strikes Back is mashed up with K-pop phenomenon Psy's Gangnam Style. Should we have the same reaction I would have?
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense. He has like two reactions, though. Literally, he has two reactions. He goes, grrr, or like if he's confused, like, grrr.
But then he went, ah!
I know he does
screamed,
go,
and I would scream.
When I looked at it, I was like, it looks like George Lucas added two more racist characters to the cast. Like, they're very stereotypical. Very stereotypical, don't you know? Right?
It is very stereotypical. I love the pelvic thrust guy. Like, I wonder what else he could pelvic thrust.
I'm going to tell you right now.
That's a talent.
No, my dream world is two pelvic thrust guys opposite each other. I hope you guys at home could realize this. And one, like, beam just pouncing between each other like Pong.
Like Pong.
Yeah. Just like beep, 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 beep. But nobody wins. Nobody would win that.
It just constantly goes back and forth.
There's no winner in that.
Oh, it still sounds fun, though.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm interested, like, really interested. What else? What do you think?
What else? Well, I have something else for you.
Okay.
Okay, Ben. How do you feel about trains?
Oh, okay. Do you mean the band train?
Oh, God. No.
No.
I mean the things that run on the railroad. We use them to transport cargo around the country.
This is going to sound so weird. I've never heard them called trains before. Are you talking about the things that make the choo-choo noises? Because I call those big cars. I call them big old cars.
All right.
Okay.
Well, here's the introduction to a British YouTube series that'll make you rethink everything you thought you knew about big old cars.
up! That's amazing. It's like watching Magnum PI for trains.
Yes!
So much just happened.
I know, and that's just the opening credits. You're so good at that.
I
You're
don't
so
know
good.
what I'm doing.
You're supposed to punch holes.
No, I don't want
Right
to punch holes in this beautiful train thing.
there. Do you want to see what happens next?
In the actual show? I mean, absolutely.
Okay, then here's one of its most action-packed episodes.
Go, go, go! Wait a second. No, don't clap.
Woo!
That's it? That's the entire show? That's
Oh
it?
my gosh, it was so good, wasn't it?
No, that's an hour and a half long?
Yeah.
What happens after the train goes by? Do they just show the station
I
and
don't
nothing
know,
happens?
and that's what makes it so cool.
You know what? I'm disappointed, but I'll probably give it like a half a season to make a real thing.
Yeah, you should have. Oh, it's because you didn't have the 3D glasses on.
I don't think that'd make any difference.
It does.
Honestly. Everything is red and blue. This wasn't a 3D program at all. Yeah. I'm allergic to popcorn.
Get some Benadryl in here.
Let's cut. Can we cut? We can't cut?
You good?
I'm great.
Okay. You're just joking with us?
No, I don't know yet. We'll
Allergic?
find out in the next commercial break.
Are you really allergic?
No.
Okay. Great. I got tons of allergies. I don't know. I've eaten fish on the show and I'm allergic to fish.
Really?
So, yeah, I took one for the team.
I like it.
All right. If you're still hungry for some transportation-themed entertainment, I also have a pretty amazing Russian dash cam video.
That's amazing. Those things are hilarious. I've seen 100 of them.
Well, not always.
What do you mean?
Я стою на краю, может быть, значит это судьба. Твой портрет на груди на колю. Все, что хочешь, но все для тебя.
Did you see that?
I'm sorry, Bob. Can we see that again? Can we see it again in slow motion? Can we see it in slow motion? I'm going to tell you a fact. That was actually not a dashboard cam. That is actual footage from the Russian version of Unbreakable.
Oh my gosh, it's so much better.
I know, it's really good. I love the first one, but this one has a guy jumping out of a truck.
That's how you know that guy is a professional. When he falls out of the truck and just like lands on the ground and walks away as he's like taking his sweater off or something.
Did you see that, by the way?
He's clearly been in a lot of wrecks in his day.
Clearly, he was getting into an accident because he was changing while driving. Your man has half a jacket hanging off his thing.
I think that's what saved him.
He made it very, very, very graceful.
He was extremely graceful.
Afterwards, he walked away, and he's like, "You'll never believe what just happened." He goes, and then his mom is like, "Were you changing your shirt?" He goes, "Oh, man." That was good.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
And
right?
I found some good videos today. And there you have Around the Net.
Hooray!
And now for the 3 scariest things in the world.
We're talking dogs, snakes, and Canadians?
No. Robot dogs, snakes, and Canadians.
Every day, the field of robotics continues to grow, so we thought we would check out the latest happenings in the mechanical world. First off, let's take a walk with the robotic version of man's best friend, Boston Dynamics Big Dog. Designed as a pack mule to help U.S. troops carry heavy equipment over rough terrain, the Legged Squad Support System, or LS-3, recently went through a major upgrade. DARPA showed off the latest improvements to the prototype, which included reduced noise. It now operates at 1/10 of its original sound, as well as an increase to its top speed, moving at 7 miles per hour. But the biggest improvement to the LS-3 is its ability to right itself after it has fallen or been knocked down. Big Dog will continue to see upgrades over the next 18 months, as DARPA hopes to have it performing field exercises by the beginning of 2014. Now, not to put a damper on the awesomeness that is the Curiosity rover, but spending billions of dollars to get a robot on the Red Planet, it can be a bit pricey. Luckily, the guys with the Autonomous Space Robotics Lab are attempting to make things a little cheaper with their miniature Mars rover. Designed to seek out and analyze methane gases on our red brother, the Wally-like rover is equipped with 3D cameras, spectrometers, and a passive methane sniffer. This 4x4 rover is built on the Husky robotic platform, which gives it the ability to navigate around the Martian terrain and autonomously search for methane, only asking for human directions when needed. At this time, the miniature Mars robot is still in development, but if successful, this rover will make the exploration of Mars a whole lot easier. Now for this last bot, we have to admit we're a little worried. Meet the laser snake. Yup, it's a robotic snake with a laser attached to its head. Developed to help with the decommissioning of hazardous areas like nuclear power plants, the robotic snake has the ability to navigate around tight corners and use a 5-kilowatt laser to cut through metal or concrete to gain access to these confined spaces. The laser snake's flexible design allows it to support itself independent of the environment, as well as carry tools through the crevices. At about 100 millimeters thick, the laser snake also has a camera integrated into its head and can be operated by a mouse and keyboard or a standard game controller. The guys at OC Robotics hope that the laser snake will help keep humans out of dangerous situations. Robotic dogs, laser snakes, and Mars rovers. Thank you, robots, for taking the danger out of our lives.
Everybody's so supportive! Well, let me ruin that support right now. The world is a very large place. Here's some of the stuff that's happening inside of it. Now, people have been saying the internet is going to change elections for a while now. They said it in 2004 when everyone thought Howard Dean was going to win the nomination because he was using Meetup. But before he made that weird noise that scared everyone away. That's amazing. It sounds like a ghost just came into a Pac-Man game. Then they said it in 2008 when Obama raised a ton of money online using aggressive email campaigns and a girl in booty shorts. Because I asked them, is it okay if we use a sound effect again? They said, you got it, Ben. makes no reason. Oh, you can't see me touch it. But maybe this is the year the internet actually matters. I mean, for real, you guys. Google has just released their Civic Information API, which I know it sounds really boring, but it's a way for app developers to get free access to a constantly updated database of voting information, election day polling sites, candidate positions, and a bunch of other things you should be paying attention to, but probably aren't, because, I mean, there are so many shiny things in the world. Dude, my friend has keys, and he dangled them in front of me once. No, but they make noise and they're shiny? I'm sorry. Okay, listen. Anyway, it's a way for you to find out information about your local elections without having to deal with the usual attacked ad nonsense. I don't know who this guy is over here. Do you see him? But I'm definitely voting for him. 100%. He's got no choice. Google said they'd unveil their own election app sometime in October. They're not saying what it will be yet, but I know a lot of people on iPhones who'd settle for an app that provides accurate directions to their polling place. Give me 1 second.
Siri not available.
Siri not available. It doesn't help our bit. Siri? Siri, which way to the polls?
Continue west, off the Santa Monica Pier.
Off?
Enter the Pacific Ocean. Continue 4,000 miles. Your destination will be on the right.
That sounds incorrect. That sounds wrong. I feel like it'd be easier just to take the 10. Doesn't matter. LA humor. Guys, on the East Coast, I apologize. I don't want to alarm you, but there's a pretty good chance that the reality show Breaking Amish is fake. What? I know. I knew you'd react that way. I knew you'd react that way. I knew it. I know, guys. I don't know why you're yelling at me. I'm just delivering the lines. The TLC program supposedly follows a group of Amish folks who decide to leave the farm, move to the big city, and allow their immortal souls to be stolen by a cable TV crew. I'm going to throw you a pro tip. Amish people, if you have to trade in your eternal soul for a shot at fame, at least hold out for a show on E! They're all wearing beards. They're all wearing beards. You don't clap for that? Apparently, the reality of the show was called into question when two of the Amish folks, Rebecca and Abe, who were introduced on the show as complete strangers, turned out to have been in a relationship for quite some time. Those are all correct reactions. I'm going to throw two things down. One, is every Amish guy named Abe or Jebediah? Does that mean like the baby naming book is literally 1 page long? Or is the baby naming book just the Bible? Jebediah. And two, another hint that breaking Amish is not real. I can't believe people didn't pick this up. There's a guy on the show that looks like this. That's not an Amish gentleman. He's lounging, surfing, talking Bluetooth, and drinking a cold beverage. There are other red flags raised about the reality of the series, but mostly this news is just sad. I mean, if reality TV isn't real, what's left for me to believe in? I know, maybe those ladies on I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant really didn't know they were pregnant and gave birth on that salad bar of an old country buffet just to freak people out. If I had a spoon, CGI thing, I'd scoop a piece of baby. That's terrible, Ben. Get on the point. Here we go. You got it, producers. But the most depressing part of this whole thing is that the Learning Channel actually used to learn you stuff. Now it just shows an endless repetition of quality educational programming like Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, Hoarding, Buried Alive, and the inevitable spinoff, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, Buried Alive. Honestly, if I was going to be, like, totally honest, I would absolutely watch that. Is there a cat on fire in that picture? What aspect of either one of those shows has flaming cats? It doesn't matter. Guys, she's ready to go. Ladies, new story. If size matters, men are starting to matter just a little bit less. According to a study on groundbreaking and reliable news site, ChaCha.com, you could tell by the font choice they used, the average penis size is roughly 10% smaller than it was 50 years ago. And if you think ChaCha.com isn't a reliable source for science, don't worry. They didn't say how the research was conducted or give any numbers, but it does provide several reasons why the supposed shrinkage happened, including weight gain, stress, smoking, and alcohol. I mean, that makes total sense, right? Because people 50 years ago never did any drinking or smoking. Mad Men reference, Mad Men reference. If you're asking me, honestly, if I'm telling you the truth, I feel like the real reason the author wrote this piece is because he has a very, very small penis. It makes sense, right? It looks like, this penis looks like a dying raisin. Okay, good. This is great that you react that way because when we were in the writer's room, we came up with maybe 150 penis jokes for that. And I do not want to waste them because they're all gems and the writers are fantastic. So this is what we came up with. By the way, you guys reacted. Maybe I made the wrong decision on that one. We'll see. Here we go. I've seen this guy's penis. It is so small. It looks like an old rabbit's nose. I think the adjectives help all of them. I saw it. Honestly, I wish you were there. I saw this guy's penis. It looked like a robust skin tag. No, I went to college. And listen, I saw this guy's penis. I wish you guys were there. It looked like a budding baby's tooth. And this is my favorite. This is my favorite. Okay? Guys, I wish you saw this guy's penis, the author's penis, because it looked like the worm from Labyrinth. Don't go that way. Never go that way. I hope one person gets that reference because it made me so happy. I'm not the only one with a theory on why men's penis size is shrinking. Rush Limbaugh, who of course took the ChaCha.com story and reported on it as if it was fact, said that men's penis size is shrinking because of, wait for it, feminism. Which would also explain why women have such giant vaginas nowadays. Yesterday, outside the studio, I saw a woman jogging outside, and all you could hear was clapping. Ben, you get one joke that's crazy to put in there. Thanks, guys. And even though Rush's opinion is ridiculous, it did end up proving one thing. Even if the average penis size is shrinking, Rush is living proof that there are still giant dicks in the world. Still ahead, if you're slowly being crushed to death by your student loans, you're not alone. Thankfully, Ben Kaplan might be able to help. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Ever. Don't ever go anywhere. Student loans are a killer, but there are ways around signing your life away to Sally Mae. Right? Joining me now, one of the nation's leading experts on scholarships and financial aid, and the creator of How to Go to College Almost for Free. Give it up for Ben Kaplan.
Thank you. Thank you, Ben.
No, please.
And you know, and I get being on a show like this makes my parents very happy. Basically, I won 2 scholarships worth $90,000.
Oh my goodness.
Went to college for free. It got me into a school, Harvard, and paid for almost everything. So they are still smiling, kind of dancing around the house, basically.
All the time.
Yeah, I think you know those kind of moves. They're
100%.
excited.
You kind of brag about it. Everybody, when you were at college, you're like, I'm going for free, no big deal.
Yeah.
And you say that like everywhere. You're like this class that you're paying for, no, but I'm like doing it for free.
That was the. Well, the one thing about that is that people don't realize that there are so many kinds of scholarships out there.
Sure.
For instance, all the things that you can go for free for.
Tell me.
Are you a member of the Klingon Language Institute?
I'm not.
You're not a member. This is no. You let your membership lapse. This is a group.
It's my fault.
Okay, this is a group of Star Trek fans who you don't have to speak Klingon, but you write an essay about your love of language. You can get a real scholarship for college.
That's crazy.
Are you a member of the Western Nude Sunbathing Society?
But can you like name a real group? Can you name a real group? Do you know what I mean? Instead of like made up groups?
No. Those are real groups.
That's
but,
crazy.
So the full range. So for instance, Toshiba Explorer Vision Awards. For anyone in grades K through 12,
Yeah.
you project the technology 20 years in the future. You say, what's the iPhone 27 going to look like?
I can
you
tell
do a
you.
project. What is it going to look
It's
like?
going to look really tiny.
Okay.
You're going to have to use toothpicks. So do you want me to tell you for real or not?
Yeah, no, shoot.
You're going to have to use toothpicks, and every picture you take gets zapped right to Hugh Grant's brain.
To Hugh Grant, specifically. That's not, well, see, and so you could win a scholarship.
I don't know where that reference came from.
For that.
That's crazy. Can you tell me which scholarships how did you get through?
I got money from Coca-Cola, Discover Card,
But what does that mean?
Tylenol.
How do you get that actual thing?
Right. Well, there's basically you thought essays, list of your activities.
Right.
You go online and you submit your application.
Okay.
And then the cool thing is, when you start winning some of these smaller ones, it gets easier to win the larger ones. So, first scholarship I ever won, $17,500 from Discover Card. The credit card company actually gave me money for school. And so there's tens of thousands of scholarship providers. They all want to recognize different things.
That's amazing. And now there are applications, and you help out with those applications, correct? Or you can teach people how to aid themselves into getting financial aid. I should copyright that. That's an amazing sentence.
That was good.
Okay.
Well, for instance,
Yes.
At cityofcollegedreams.org, my website, we have a winning application.
Everybody knows your website, dude.
It's huge.
It's cute.
It's the new.
You don't have to plug it.
it's
People
the-
know your website.
It's the new. Wait, what's your website? It's the new benschwartz.com.
And then benchworth.com goes to a Jewish lawyer. I didn't get it in time. Rejectedjokes.com is my website. But if you want to learn about law and Judaism, benchworth.com is probably your website.
Is it good?
This is a real thing.
Well, no, I have Ben Kaplan, Benjamin Kaplan, about as Jewish a name as you
It's
can.
smart. Yeah. Both of us. Yeah.
There you go. Word.
We're doing great. I mean, no Jewish people clap like that. Bob, great sound effect. All right, can someone already...
So
Yeah, please.
One quick story.
I would love to hear it.
Okay, a scholarship winner from prison. So he's
Okay.
locked up behind bars. The essay question asks him, what would he do if he could give freedom away?
How old is this individual?
I think he's like in his early 20s.
Great.
He's in prison.
Get it.
And he writes about how he didn't even know what freedom was until literally he goes to prison, has it taken away, and how he's trying to turn his life around. So for this scholarship, he beats out students with perfect GPAs,
Yeah.
perfect test scores.
Yeah.
He gets a scholarship. And so that's an example of why so many people can get these, but people just don't pursue it.
That's amazing. So what you're teling everybody is go to prison if you want to get into college.
That is excellent.
So essentially, like,
that
or
is
do-
horrible
or do
advice.
something-
That is horrible
Well,
advice.
you know,
No,
go to
no.
your book and maybe it says something like that.
No.
Right?
But the point is that find that thing, that narrative that basically paints a portrait, shows who you are, not just what you've done. One simple thing, basically, if you look at pass-winning essays, applications,
sure.
97% of students don't do that. Yet, in my research, this doubles your chances of winning right off the bat because you can see what works. Don't plagiarize last year's winner, but do that too.
Okay, so what about the people out there that didn't actually know about your book and graduated with student loans? Is there any advice for them?
Yeah, first of all, one huge thing is there's something called income-based repayment.
Yeah.
What people don't realize is that your student loan payments per month can actually adjust to the amount of money you make.
Yeah.
So if you're not making as much as you hoped, things are tough right now, it can actually adjust. And so what happens instead is people default on their student loans. And there's no need to because there's all of these programs exist. Second thing is, I don't know if you remember this TV show, Northern Exposure.
Of course, Northern Exposure.
Okay, back in the day, classic show, right?
Yeah, let's not say how old we are, but yeah.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Yeah.
Doctor in Alaska, he's working in rural Alaska to pay back his student loans.
Correct.
So there's these things called loan forgiveness programs. That's an example of one, where in fields like medicine, law, teaching, if you've done volunteer service,
Sure.
the military, these programs can actually help pay back your student loans and forgive your student loans, especially if you're helping for the public good.
That's amazing. And we can find out all this stuff. So let's thanks to Ben Kaplan. For more on the subject,
Thank you.
check out Ben's website at cityofcollegedreams.org.
cityofcollegedreams.org. Right.
Ben, you're a good man. Thanks for
Okay,
coming
thank
on.
you.
Still ahead, Matt Myra and I get handsy with the iPhone 5 in GadgetPron. No one tell Human Resources. Guys, look who's here! Matt Myra's here!
Very exciting.
You should be very
That just
excited.
made me, that last segment made me feel bad about all my student loans.
You should.
I know Klingon.
Oh,
I don't.
It would be a lot
Not
to
really.
work on. Tell us about the iPhone 5. You have information?
Yeah, so
you have
the
like
iPhone
13
5,
cards.
I have 13 cards
Great.
here. Where's the iPhone 5 right now? In my pocket. Boom. There it is.
Oh.
A lot of people have been waiting anxiously for this. Some people right now are actually waiting in line. Dummies. Here's some more info. It's finally here, the iPhone 5. Apple's new phone features a brand new design. The Retina display has been increased to 4 inches, and that's powered by the new A6 processor, as well as Apple's newly designed ear pods. This new iPhone can be yours, starting at $199 with a contract. Hey, here it is. This is the iPhone 5, everybody. First thing that's very striking about the iPhone 5 is actually how light it is. That was the first thing I noticed. You expect it to be heavier. It weighs just under 4 ounces, so that's almost a full ounce lighter than the iPhone 4. There we have the black and the white right next to each other. Aluminum backing on the phone. They got rid of the glass. That's to make it thinner. A lot of people are like, hey, aluminum's going to scratch. Yeah, of course it is. Don't be stupid.
Why are you so mean to these? You build up these imaginary people, then you make fun of them.
They're people that I used to deal with when I worked at the Apple
I know
store.
a guy. Talking about
They
Fred.
are
I know,
jerks.
I get it.
Fred
Whoa.
was such a... Listen, okay. The first iPhone, what was that made out of, Ben? Do you remember?
I think it was made out of stone.
It was actually aluminum. You're very close. It was aluminum, and that scratched up too. So deal with that, okay? I like the beveled edges on the iPhone 5. It's very nice. It's like a nice little subtle design touch. I appreciate that. It's got a chromy look to it. They've also been able to keep things super slim thanks to a smaller port on the bottom. Gone is the 30-pin connector. And here is the 8-pin connector. Look at that little guy. What does that mean? Means you got to buy a bunch of new things. It's called Lightning. So the 30-pin's gone. You can get the adapter, which is $30, or just buy a new cable for $19. That is a pro tip. Save some money. $19 as opposed to $30.
That sounds amazing.
And it is taller than the last iPhone, but not as tall as I expected with the larger screen.
Okay, you seem disappointed. And
Yeah.
so it has a larger screen. Talk about the larger screen.
I will. It's a 4-inch screen. It's just a half-inch over what it was previously. First change in screen size since the iPhone's inception in 2007. Resolution's bumped up as well. And you got a 1136 by 640 resolution.
I get it.
So what you have now is the same DPI as the Retina display on the 4S. But you're left with an aspect ratio that is 16 by 9.
I get it, yeah.
He knows everything before I say it. And as a result, some of the apps that aren't upgraded
Probably
for the
have black
iPhone 5
borders.
have black borders on the side. But they'll look good.
They look good?
They look very good.
Cool.
What else do you want to tell us about the video?
I can tell you anything. Apple claims the color has been improved
Sure has.
on the iPhone 5. No, you go.
Oh, no, yeah, sure. Here, look at this. This is a zebra's going to die shortly here.
Oh, and this is amazing. But the lead up to this is so long.
Yeah, well, it happens. And then the zebra's like, don't hurt my friend. I'm going to come get you. Yeah, see? It all worked out. No one died.
But
We all win.
tell me how we won anything by seeing a half an inch on either side more.
Well, actually, I'll tell you, the color's actually better than it was in the last iPhone. You could see that.
I just
you
you
could see
to
that.
say actual information.
That's real information right
Nicely
there.
done.
Yeah.
Okay, so now is it faster? I have a 4S.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about something in a second.
Yeah, sure.
That disappoints me, but right now, is
Here's
it
the
faster?
deal. It is pretty fast. The
Okay.
first thing you'll notice, if you've had the iPhones from the past, you got the LTE Speed, rather. So that's a new thing for Apple. Every other phone company's had it for a couple of years. Apple's finally said, okay, I think this thing will last. So I was using AT&T over the weekend. I will say the LTE coverage better than it used to be. I was surprised by that. Good job, AT&T. I've never said that in my life. Good job, AT&T.
I don't think you talked to yourself like
Yeah,
that.
I was surprised. The coverage I was getting was actually faster than the Wi-Fi in the Starbucks.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
My iPhone 4S right now is
Yeah.
breaking all the time.
Sure.
Just when this new iPhone was coming out.
Uh-huh.
Now, why do you think that's happening?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, but like, pretend we're not on live TV.
Oh, great. Yeah, so I think they do something to make everything slower.
It's weird, right?
It is weird. My iPhone 4S, from like maybe a month before the phone was coming out, it started to be the slowest thing on
100%.
Earth.
I check my email, and then it just it goes ha 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 ha. I can't even check.
You can't do this.
It says you can't do this.
Listen, we'll never find out if they're really doing something, but come on, guys. Something suspicious happening here. The hardware itself on the phone, though, they have a new A6 processor and more RAM on the new phone. Take a look at them right next to each other running Angry Birds Space.
Let's see if it's
takes
faster.
takes a while because space is infinite. And there you go, iPhone 5 winning.
Oh, wow. Let's
However,
run it again.
That increase in speed isn't really that noticeable. You're looking at maybe a second or two for loading times. Multitasking is actually better.
Okay.
Because that iPhone, the iPhone 4S really felt sluggish towards the end of its life.
I'm telling you, the past month, man.
I don't know what's going on.
All right, so this comes loaded with a new iOS 6.
Yeah.
Do you like the upgrade?
I do. I mean, I'm not. The improvements are sort of incremental improvements. I like the do not disturb thing, so I can sleep peacefully, and Mom won't have to bother me from the East Coast when she's like, "Hey, things are happening." I'm like, "It's 7 a.m. there."
I gotta stop you there. You do
but
the
it's
best.
4 a.m. here.
Wow, you do the best impersonation of your mom I've ever heard in my life.
It's spot on. Sometimes I call my dad and pretend he's getting a divorce.
Oh, no.
It's the greatest. I don't really
It
do
got
that.
so dark so quick. We're talking about the iPhone, brother.
Overall, I have to say it's not a huge leap forward. In fact, Maps have taken a step backwards, according to some people, whining about Maps. Stop taking the bus. Just drive, kids. That was mean. I didn't mean that.
But
I'll
you
pick
did.
you up. I'll pick you up. Just call me. Maps are getting, they're going to get better than they are. Some people are complaining that the point of interests aren't there from Google Maps. Some of the stuff, the turn-by-turn directions don't reroute you when the traffic problem is happening. Not a thing that Google Maps did anyway, so I'm not really sure why people are complaining about that. But Apple does seem to be behind in its mapping skills.
Hopefully they get up a mapping. Now, the
Amerigo Vespucci, you are not, Apple.
Oh, that's a reference two people will get. The camera has been improved a little bit as well, right?
Yeah.
It's still basically, what, the 8-megapixel one we saw on the 4S?
Yeah.
How are the pictures? I take quite a bit of pictures.
Yeah.
So I want to know how they are.
Guess what? They're going to be good. They're going to be pretty
Well,
good. Apple has added
maybe you
a
have a
crystal. Well, Apple's added a crystal sapphire lens to the phone. Sounds like it means nothing, but what it does mean is that the light gets to the image sensor better and more easily.
So it means nothing.
It's supposed to improve low light quality, and quite frankly, it does. So that's not low light. I don't know what that is, but that turtle's happy.
Hey, that guy's like, maybe I'll jump in that water. That got you?
Yeah, outside images really popped. Color saturation is excellent. Look at the color saturation on that. That's a very, very good picture coming off of your phone. Inside, in normal light, there's less noise. That is some low light action right there.
That's Matt.
And that's Maddie, our
different
AP.
Maddie.
Don't worry about it. We both wear glasses and dress in plaid.
It was so
usually.
confusing for me to meet both you guys at the same time. It was so confusing. And then I felt rude by saying, I think you guys look kind of like.
No, don't feel rude. It's true.
All right,
Video
good.
recording, however, is still the best I've seen in a phone. Look at the turtle, not in action because it's a turtle. Check out the waterfall. That looks so crisp. And then look at this.
amazing.
Look at the depth of field you're getting on that.
And
I'm
by the
excited
way,
by that.
if I was going to take a video and show it on TV, maybe have something move in it. Like, I mean, maybe that turtle jumps up and punches a flower or
I
something.
have noted your recommendation, and we'll see what it's like next week.
I apologize.
All right. Now, another feature that has been touted a lot in iOS 6 is Panorama.
Yes.
Take a look at Bernardo in a restaurant, his natural habitat. Waiter, don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's peeing. Let's think about that.
Definitely.
Yeah,
peeing.
look at that. It's so wide. It's very easy to use. It's
Okay,
nice,
so
yeah.
listen, you can run out right this second, wait in line for 2 hours,
Sure.
or you can wait a month and get yours online.
Yeah.
Get the iPhone 5 starting at $199 with a contract. My question to you,
Yeah.
Matt, what is the verdict? iPhone 5, hit it.
Here's the deal. I struggled with this verdict, and I'm giving it a 5 out of 5.
Whoa!
I'm giving it a 5 out of 5.
Whoa!
And here's why. People who call me an Apple fanboy, they took everything from the 4S, which I gave a 4 out of 5. They took everything and made it better. They did a really good job with that. The 4 and the 4S, not a huge leap there. The 4S to the 5 is, I think, a good enough leap to prompt an upgrade. So if you're looking to get an iPhone, I say this is the one to get. If you own a 4S, you might want to think about it, but everything is improved. So it's faster, it's got a better camera, it's got a bigger screen, it's got all the things you're looking for. LTE speeds, battery life's still good.
It's everything.
I'm
It's
just saying.
everything you could
I'm just
possibly
saying,
want.
Ben.
That's it for today's Gadget Problem. We did it!
You look very confused by that.
Oh my goodness.
All right now it's time to start the feed.
All the news you need to know.
It's Monday, September 24th, and here are your top stories. First up, Foxconn, known as the company that makes Apple's iPhones, shut down a factory in China last night after 2,000 employees began rioting. Yes, details are scarce, but rumor is the mayhem began after a security guard beat a worker. It happened outside of a dormitory that houses a bunch of the plant's employees. Reports are mixed on whether or not the conflict was work-related, but it does seem suspicious considering this is the same factory that went on strike last March over low pay and poor working conditions. Anyways, last night's debacle ended after 5,000 Chinese police showed up and started making arrests. Reports say 40 people were injured. Now, no word on if the factory shutdown will delay pre-orders or affect in-store supplies, but let's hope Foxconn gets its act together. In other Apple news, we've all heard complaints surrounding the iOS 6 Map app, and it seems Apple is listening too. The company recently listed 6 new job positions for Maps software engineers, and get this, apparently they're hiring former Google Maps employees. Oh, the irony. One new hire said he was actually recruited by Apple. It seems the company is grabbing Google Maps workers shortly after their contracts are up, which does make a lot of sense if you think about it. They're easy hires, and Google is probably letting them go as it moves from Street View to turn-by-turn navigation and indoor mapping. Now, this is good news for iOS users who are stuck with a less than mediocre map app, but it's still a far cry from Google's map workforce, which is more than 7,000 strong. And finally, if you're a PlayStation 3 fan, don't worry, your console will not be obsolete when the PS4 is released next year, because Sony has confirmed that they will be supporting it with new content through 2015. The company's VP said that the system already has a ton of new titles scheduled to be released over the next couple years, and that Sony will remain committed to the console even after the PS4 hits store shelves. I'm Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed. Still ahead, Jake Johnson from Fox's New Girl will be here live.
Please welcome Jack Johnson! In your frame.
Yeah.
I just want to start off by saying that I'm a huge fan of your barefooted Hawaiian beach bum guitar stylings. Honestly, I love your music, right? Especially your debut album, Brushfire Fairy Tales.
Yeah, that wasn't me, my man.
Well, your tone sounds like you're a Hawaiian dude.
I'm not a Hawaiian dude. I'm an actor, you know, so that's why you probably brought me
Jack
on.
Johnson.
My name is not Jack Johnson. My name is Jake Johnson.
Can you do me a favor?
What?
Half this bit was supposed to be you singing songs to me.
As who?
As Jack Johnson, play a Jack Johnson song. You're not Jack Johnson.
I'm not Jack Johnson. You think I look like that guy, Ben?
No. Oh, kinda. Yeah. It looks like you and I. So do we have zilch? What are you doing? Get out of here.
Actually, Ben, if we were mixed together, we would kind of look like Jack Johnson.
And we would be half happy and half sad like he is. Jake Johnson!
Hey!
I'm a huge fan of yours.
Thanks
You're
so
on
much.
the hit TV show New Girl.
Yes, I am.
You will not find a bigger fan of New Girl than me, Ben Schwartz.
You're a big fan.
Huge fan, for real. Huge fan.
Who's your favorite character?
Charles. Charles.
What does Charles do on the show?
He's in the next season.
Okay.
You learn about him.
So
He comes down
you've watched the show, am I
every
right?
episode of the show.
What's your favorite episode?
You know the one.
Tell me.
It's the one where you get up and you go, guys.
He's watching the show.
Do you know what my favorite episode is?
What's that?
Looking at the posters everywhere I go, my assumption is this entire show is about dental hygiene.
That's right.
All the posters are all you guys brushing your teeth.
Well, that's what this season's all about. It's about us in a bathroom cleaning up.
Fantastic. Tell me about your character. Your character, Chansey. What's your character like?
What's my character's name?
Nick.
Oh, I thought you said Chansey.
Nick.
I thought we were going with Chansey.
No, Nick, I think is what
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
Nick.
What's happening to Nick this season?
Nick is having a really fun season. His new name is Chansey. All I want to talk about is
Look at the
Chancey.
clip.
Hey, we got a
Look at
clip.
the
We got a clip.
All right, tell me what's happening in this clip. Give me director's commentary.
Chancey's talking to Zoe Deschanel. Chancey's talking to Max Greenfield.
Yeah. But
Max's,
what's happening in that
Max's
scene?
character had a penis cast, and he's taking it off.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. That's Chancey.
So now, does your character?
And now they're back.
Does your character?
Yeah. Now that's how you sell a clip.
That's
man.
great, man. Your character only wears flannel shirts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and these.
Good for you, man. So
Yeah.
you're too lazy to buy real wardrobe. You steal from New Girl.
Yes, sir. That's how Chancey rolls.
Okay.
So this season's fun. My character, tomorrow night we premiere. We come back on with 2 episodes.
I heard. I am very excited, sincerely.
We do the relaunch episode where Parker Posey comes on.
Oh, she's amazing.
She's great. And in episode 2 on that same night, Josh Gad comes on.
He's amazing.
And I work with Raymond Barry. I meet future Nick. I meet myself in the future.
But, like, what do you do when you're not name dropping all the time?
I hang out with...
What do you when you're not name dropping?
When
what do
I'm
you
not
do?
name dropping, I like to go out to dinner with my friend Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington. But when I'm at work with Zoe Deschanel, that's what I do.
You, Zoe, Park,
Park.
Josh Gad.
Yeah, don't call her Park. We all call her Rosie.
Is that true?
Yeah. Parker Posey Rosie.
All right.
That's what we call her.
I get it. All right. Well, we both did a lot of time at UCB.
That's
I
right.
spent 10 years coming up there. Word on the street, I'm a big Funny or Die fan, is that you may have something to do with Drunk History or at the beginning?
Well, Derek Waters, the
I know
guy
Derek
who
Waters.
came up with Drunk History, came into my house one night. We played Heads Up Quarters.
Can you tell me what heads up quarters are?
Oh, you lightweight.
Is it this?
Yeah, you do that into
But what
a
about
cup.
the heads up part?
There's only 2 of us, so it's heads up.
You nailed it.
We got pretty lit up, and I told an Otis Redding story,
Okay.
which I believe to be very real and a great story.
It is.
It is. And the next morning he called me up. He said, "Can Jeremy Connor come over and film you telling that?" And I
As a drunk person.
As a drunk person.
And that is Drunk History.
And I said, "How come?" And he goes, "Because I think your story is a bunch of lies."
And you have something I'm actually really excited. You have a movie that you just did.
Yes.
Right? And this is amazing. And it's called Drinking Buddies, correct?
That's correct.
I have a little surprise for you.
What's
Here at
that?
Attack of the Show. I knew you were coming on. We actually got footage from that movie.
No.
I'm not kidding you. Let's cut. Can we roll? Can we roll footage? Is that possible? I'm Jack Gadget. I'm Jack Gadget. I'm Jack Gadget. Here I go. Jacking around with Chancey. That looks really good. No.
I've been humiliated for the last time.
No, you can't. It's gonna be too hard.
I can't take it off.
It's wireless. You can just leave. Jake, you gotta come back for the last part or I look terrible.
All right. I thought the bit was that I left.
No. The bit was that you left until I realized we had 30 seconds.
Hey.
Jake,
Yes.
I love you as a human being.
Cheers.
We have a bit that we say cheers to each other a lot. I want everybody to give it up for Jake Johnson. You can catch 2 new episodes of New Girl on Fox tomorrow. Everybody on the show, the writers, the directors, the talent, everybody is so talented. It's wonderful. Guys, stick around. There's more Attack after this. Cheers. This was fun,
You
right?
and Jake are hysterical together.
We
Y'all are
have a lot
actually
of
really
fun.
good friends, right?
We are friends. We have a bit where we say cheers as many times as we can. Sincerely, we'll just go cheers.
That's
cheers.
hysterical.
Cheers. Oh, maybe it
Cheers.
doesn't sound funny.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Sincerely, cheers.
Thanks to Jake Johnson.
Yeah!
And why not Josh